2024 has been a beautiful year. Yes, we've faced a number of challenges, but we choose to be grateful. Hello and welcome to Abby's Holistic Wellness Hub. My name is Coach Blessed Abby, your mindset and holistic wellness coach. We are coming to the end of 2024 and it's been a great year, I would say. Yes, we've had a number of challenges. We have had good times, great times, and not so good times. But then, as we always say, what we focus on grows. And so we want to focus on what we are grateful for. And so the purpose of this video is just to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support you've given me on this channel. Thank you so much for being here, for the subscription, the likes, the comments. You have made this a community, a conversation. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It always encourages me to grow. We have done so much this year. Maybe not as much as we would have wanted to do, but we keep growing and we keep learning. I have grown together with you. I have learned together with you. Remember, the purpose here is to grow to our God-given potential. And I was just looking at what we've done this year. We started by looking at our goals, how to crush them. We then crushed our fears. We did a video on how to crush our fears. And then we looked at disciplining our thoughts, how we discipline ourselves to think not of the things we don't want, but of the things we want. And then we talked about physical exercise. I have shared in the shorts, every time I go to the gym, every time I ran with my dog, I have shared this. Why do I share this? I was this one person who would not exercise. I believe that exercise was for other people, for the chosen few. It was not for me. I was too shy to do it, shy to go out there and run. Right now, I can do it. I decided at the beginning of 2024 that I would exercise as consistently as possible. And I'm grateful for the milestones I've made. I'm glad to say that it has actually borne positive results. I was sharing on my Facebook page that, I used to have these back pains for a very long time, I think since high school. I remember there is a time I had to kneel down, when reading during prep time, to kneel down so that I would just not have so much pain. Sitting down for long hours would give me so much pain. But when I went to the gym, I didn't know that it would help me. So I told the instructor that one of the issues I have is back pain. But when I went there, my focus was more on losing weight and having a flat tummy. Ladies, we love that. And so he would give me these exercises for the back. I didn't even know by then they were meant to help my back. And sometimes I didn't like them, but I did them anyway. And I'm very happy with the results, because now I don't have any more back pains. And so I share this to encourage us that this is something you need to consider as we go into the new year. Consider having physical exercise. And I shared on how your brain can resist you going into physical exercise. Your brain will not love the pain, but then you have to be intentional and to decide that this is exactly what I want to do. And then we did a video on pain versus pleasure. Are we pain driven? Are we pleasure driven? Do we wait for painful things to tell us what we want to do in life? Or do we, look for the pleasure we will get when we do what we want to do? For example, in working out, are you so afraid that when you go to the gym, you'll feel the pain? And yes, I can tell you there is so much pain sometimes. Or are you driven by the pleasure of knowing that when I have a healthy body, I have a longer and more fulfilling life? And so we talked about that, one of the videos we did this year. And then the highlight, the reorganizing our lives challenge. That was a 21-day challenge. so many testimonials of people who have done this, others who have been telling me I wasn't able to complete and I'm going to do it. The playlist is right here and I will link it on the description box. I recommend it actually as you begin the year. If you're struggling to find order in your life, this is something that will really help you. We talked about how you wake up in the morning, how you go to bed in the evening, how you organize your day, and this was very helpful to me as a person and to other people who are able to do it consistently. So if you're not able to do it, maybe it's your first time here, I will link it. If you're looking for how to bring back order into your life, this is a challenge I recommend for you. And then came my 40th birthday and we celebrated together. Thank you for the wishes, and I just shared my journey, what I have learned and the things that have made sense to me in the last 40 years and what I want to improve even in the coming years. Then we had my 1-year anniversary season in coaching. And this was where we had the testimonials, what clients had to say. I shared my reflections on the journey. We also learned the difference between coaching, consultancy, counseling, and this was actually shared by my friend Mwalimu Gashohi, and he was the keynote speaker then. So a lot has happened this year, something to be grateful for. But then the unfortunate again happened. My dad passed on, and that has been one sad thing. I shared a video of how I have coped with that grief, and it's something I'm still coping with right now. It's still sad to think that we are going home for Christmas and Dad will not be there. You know, I was telling my husband that around this time Dad would always call us and ask, when are we meeting? What is the agenda for the meeting? And he would, bring the Christmas mood, just ensuring that we were all together, the children, the grandchildren, our spouses. He ensured that we were there, we slaughtered and ate together, and more so he blessed us and prayed for us, and that is something we are going to miss. But then again, we are grateful that he left a foundation, something that we are still going to carry on even in the coming days. So even this time, we still meet, pray together, and do different things together. We also had a change of name. This year we changed from Abby's Coaching House to Abby's Holistic Wellness Hub, and this is exciting. I hope you like the new name, and I'm grateful for this because it actually covers all that we do, not just coaching but everything else that we do. Then we celebrated my 14th wedding anniversary, and I shared my journey for the last 14 years of marriage. Also did a program on marriage, and I'm grateful for that opportunity. I love to inspire young people about marriage, and even those who are struggling in marriage, to just find hope and know that it's possible to have a great marriage. Marriage is actually a great possibility. And then we talked about many other things, letting go of your past, self-talk. We talked about why we must chase our dreams. And the latest one that we did was on the 2025 goals. We envisioned 2025. And so I just want to thank you for your support, for being here, for loving on us so much. I have loved interacting with you. I have loved journeying together with you. And so I thought I will not be the 9 lepers. I'll be this one who came back to Jesus to say thank you. And so I'm coming back to you to say thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Please share in the comment section, how has everything we shared this year been impactful to you? Did you get something? What was your greatest take home? Somebody told me that their greatest take home was focus on what you want. Other people have been telling me different things. Someone told me when we talked about self-talk, she was able to reflect on her personal life, and she knew that she was actually messing up her life because of the self-talk that she has always had, and that has inspired her to change. So what inspired you this year? I would just like to hear that in the comment sections. Please share with us. I want to give you a challenge. As we come to the end of the year, we are celebrating, yes, but please take time to reflect. Reflection moments are very, very, very transformative. I want to challenge you to journal. and write all the positive things that have happened in your life, in your family, in your workplace, in your social circles in 2024. Did you get a promotion? What happened? Did you have a great relationship in your family? What happened? Did you have provision throughout the year? You know, that bed that you sleep on, you are able to wake up, you got sick and now you're well. You got through very tough circumstances in your life. Please journal about that, because sometimes we want to talk so much about the negative. I've met people who are telling me, I'm just wishing that I could, jump from 2024 to 2025. They are tired of this year. They feel that so much has happened, and what has happened has been negative, and so they just want to see the end of the year. I know that it can feel that way, but then I also know that there is so much that has happened that is positive. And so when you focus on what you're grateful for, you will find a reason to be happy and even to go into the new year in great energy. Remember, energy is everything. The energy we have causes us to attract more powerful things, more of what we want. So what are you grateful for? Please journal it, please write them down. You will actually find a reason to smile. You may not remember everything. If you're a person who loves to take photos, go through your photo gallery. You realize, this happened in March, I couldn't remember. This happened in June, this happened in August. This is actually happening now and it's beautiful. And so you will look at all those things. Personally, I'm grateful for my family, for the travels that we've had, for the opportunities I've had speaking to people, for the clients I've had and all that, and even for the opportunity just to speak to you every other time that we do a video. I'm so grateful, and so much. I have written them down, and there is just so much to be grateful for. And that helps me to know that even though I have had times that have not been so easy, I still have something to celebrate from this year. You could also take time to reflect on those times that have not been so good, because we learn lessons from them. Sometimes when bad things happen, we want to wish them away. But then I have learned to just pick the lessons and ask myself, how can I create a better tomorrow? You will realize that the lessons that you pick from what was not so good in 2024 could actually help you to create a beautiful 2025, because then you borrow from what you didn't do so well and now you improve on it in the coming year. So don't just ignore what didn't work well. Write them down. Write the lessons, pick the lessons, and then work with it. Remember, we have talked about letting your past go. Now, every other day, including last minute, it's already in our past. So we have to let it go and not live in our past. I listened to a video that says we live in an intersection between our past and our future. But then we forget about living in our now. Our now is the best time, because it's from now that we can create the future we really want. With all that said and done, I want to appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. If it's the first time for you to be here, I want to ask you to consider subscribing to this channel. We grow together, we challenge each other. We want to grow to the great potential, our God-given potential. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a beautiful 2025. Greatness awaits you, great things await you, you just need to believe. You remember, we believe and then we have. Not that we wait to have, then we believe. We believe first and then we have. That is mindset, and that is what is going to take us to the beautiful future that we desire. Thank you so much. God bless you.